Hello. It's day 3 of the stream oops, now I'm moving the wrong thing. It's day 3 of the stream all the time adventure. And I'm just going to stream for a little bit, just a little while, and then I'll host Hannah. She's going to do a sketch stream at 5, so in like 45 minutes. So we're just gonna, this is the previous sketches, just gonna nudge them up in the corner. So we're just gonna draw some Potoo for a bit chill, relaxed sort of art stream adventure. After which I will move into Hannah's chat and host her here, because she's gonna do sketch requests and stuff and I want to derail her stream. And that will be fun. So the first thing that I feel it's very important to point out is that Potoo pretends to be logs. They stick their heads straight up in the air. And they close their eyes. And they just sit there. And pretend to be a piece of wood. A part of the landscape. And it's pretty great. They've got little kind of whiskers over the tops of their bills. And their mouths are hilarious. It's the Potoopening. Yeah, it's Potoo. It's Potoo Day. It's just like a little 45 minutes of drawing Potoo. And then we can yell at Hannah to draw what we want her to draw. You did miss Subnautica yesterday, Valkyrie. It involved me forgetting that there are exploding fish and saying no and trying to swim away very quickly a lot. But we made a tunnel home because we did not learn how to make a room, so we don't have a home for Gary. We talked a lot about Gary Fish. I might go back to it as a casual stream at some point in my quest to fill time. Just something about this shape that feels off. I feel like, because there's the... that's what it was. That's better. Fixed it. Oh no, none of these streams are hardcore. Oh no. Let's see. So here's the pretending to be a log. We need a log here to... There we go. Potoo cleanser. See, we might go back to Subnautica. I enjoy Subnautica mostly because I like building nice houses and because I have like 4 Garys in a locker that need a home. But I could also go back to the Stardew Valley playthrough that I was doing, which was Stardew Valley's Darkest Timeline. The monsters come out at night and try and murder us, and there's a cult in town. And the mayor sounds like a cowboy in a Western horror film. Oh no, the frequent. Just me and the Potoo, and then on the other side, Bloodborne. So here's a question that does not apply to what we're doing right now. Stream. Those of you watching, the few of you who may have experience with this, should I play Bloodborne if I hate Dark Souls with a burning passion? Just asking. Because it looks so cool. But then I worry that it'll be, you know, the same things I hate about Dark Souls. And that would make me sad. Okay. So let's see. We'll put you over here. Yeah, just coming off the side of the page. You guys have to move now. Another great thing that I have just discovered is what they look like flying. I finally found a picture of them flying, and it's amazing because they're like all head. It's like just head and throat, basically. Which is brilliant. All right, I got Bloodborne is better than Dark Souls, but similar. So the thing I hate about Dark Souls, I know you thought you were coming to an art stream, didn't you? But I also play the video games, although not often on stream. Anyway, the thing I hate about Dark Souls is that I actually really enjoyed difficult games with difficult bosses, but I really hate repetition. I don't like the fact that when the boss kills me, I have to kill like 40 people on the way to him again for the 6th time. I think it's boring and frustrating and unfulfilling, and I don't want to have to do it. Hello, Figment's Maid. Apparently, I'm ranting about Dark Souls today. But yeah, I don't like the checkpoint system where I have to repeat myself over and over again. Once I've cleared an area, I want to have cleared the area. I don't want to have to do it 12 times. Okay, wait. Okay, that's my rant. Anyway. So I think Bloodborne looks amazingly cool, but I worry that it will have the same problem that I have with Dark Souls, which is please don't make me do this 300 times to do the one hard thing. Just let me try the hard thing over and over again. But we're over Potooing. But let's see. Hannah says, what if there was a superhero based on a Potoo and all they do is bug their eyes out and open their mouth really big and pretend to be a log? Don't forget that they pretend to be logs. The internet informed me as I was looking for images of Potoo that they are internet famous. I had no idea. I feel like I probably should have known. I did not. I thought I was special. But no, it turns out the whole time everyone has agreed with me. I accept it. So anyway, flying, they're like all head and then hilariously large wings. Like the length of their whole body wings. And it's great. And I love them. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have not yet worked out what to do with points and what to do. I will make the thing fancy and special, I swear. I swear I'll make your chat points do things. No, that's never happening. Sorry to frequent. That's just not. Nope. I'm gonna talk like a talk. 100 points of quail. Yeah, I don't know. I think that you'll probably be able to buy quail. That feels like. Although, on the other hand, that feels like a recipe for disaster. Um, where I'm at a point where I'm asking chat to restrain themselves or just drawing quail 100% of the time. And I feel like asking chat to restrain themselves is just a lost cause. And I shouldn't necessarily set myself up to rely on that to ever get anything done. But you can highlight stuff. So that's fun, right? Highlighting. Yeah, D&D Potoo, like it's a special skill practically, maybe a feat. Um, it's not a proficiency in disguise per se. It's more of a special skill. Uh, we'll see. I need to take the time to research how Twitch works. The problem is it's not really clear where any of these things are until you're an affiliate. So it's not like I've previously browsed how to set any of these things. So I don't know how to make it work. I will figure it out though. I will figure it out so that we can have all of the excitement that I promised. All of the emojis, all of the exciting chat point spending. It'll be amazing. I think I might need to do the emotes off screen because I think I need to do some technical stuff to make sure that they are appropriately to scale. But I may do a vote on Twitter to pick them or to sort of rank them. We shall see how that goes. Maybe spend points to accessorize the quail that show up anyway. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That also happens. All right. Let's see what else did we have here. Before we do horrifying open mouth ones, it's worth pointing out that also it looks like they can like sort of so bird necks can just go away. So it looks like they can also just become round with like wings and tail so that they just disappear into themselves. and just become just a circle, a fluff circle. Hi, Corpse Bride. So, you know, just a little puffball. That's then all wings and tail. And floof. Gotta get the floof right. There we go. Such floof. I also learned that there's a thing called a rufous potoo that's just like a lovely burnt sienna color. The internet taught me all kinds of things in the last 15 minutes or so, where I was looking up reference images so that I had some ideas of Potoo poses. Potoo poses. Just, you know, some general floof. We'll go with tiny people because I think that's arguably funnier. He's got like bigger eyebrows, and then this is kind of like that. There we go. Okay. Just, you know, a little puffball of Potoo. I feel like we need to there we go. Bring that in a little. Excellent. Oh no, I put you on the same layer. I should not have done that. And now this is the wrong lasso tool. It's fine. How did you... Oh, I must have been lassoing hard rectangular shapes. Okay. Now, oh, don't know how that happened. Now the thing about Potoo is their mouths. Like they just, you know, it's when they open them, it's kind of it's a lot. It's kind of a lot to take in. You know, just an awful lot of space in there. And it just looks a little bit intimidating. Even with the floof. Yeah, the enormous round eyes and the enormous open mouth. I don't know, I've made this one look intentionally very enthusiastic. It's true. It has a large mouth for a reason. But it is, yeah, it is mostly just big eyes, big mouth, and floof. That's its whole deal. It's mostly eyes and mouth. All right. Oh, you guys, they sound super weird. We did the last time when we did Bird D&D many moons ago, and we did the Potoo Bard. Someone linked chat to the song of the Potoo, and it's super weird. So if someone has one, feel free to link it again. It was quite an experience. Quite an experience. I've made this one look very, very cheerful. Very excited. Put him there. Then kind of let's I'm gonna, because like open from sort of more the front, it's very very sort of hilariously a lot. See, it sounds super weird. Potoo sounds super weird. I would play it for you, but I don't have that set up on this setup, and also I don't want to get copyright struck. I don't know if you can copyright your YouTube video of Potoo songs, but who knows? Anyway, it's a terrifying noise, and that's that's how Potoo sound. And you can straight up see sort of like their throat down sort of inside where the mouth opens. It's like it's very alien. It's very like horrifying alien creature, and I love it. So yeah, we learned a lot about Potoo um, in the Potoo Bard version of Stream Adventures. This is just weird looking at this point. I feel like I've done something wrong. I'm so concerned about it. I'm gonna just make it go away. um, the Potoo, yeah, the Potoo was the bard. Hang on, I will go and find. I will find Bird D&D. Where is? I have a folder labeled Bird D&D. Yes, Bird. It's labeled D&D Bird Party. Um, and and this is what occurred there. We've got a a Potoo bard, and a quail paladin. Quailadin. This is the origin of Quailadin. So yeah, this is where we learned. This is where we learned all about Potoo. Because we made the Potoo a bard, and then we looked up the Potoo song, and it was that. And that just made it just so much better and more horrifying. So, you know. And that was how we learned about Potoo. And all of the weirdness and sort of potential horror of them. But they always look just sort of, I don't know, surprised and lovable to me. So yeah, there's a bird D&D Potoo bard. And a Quailodin, and you know, while we're reviewing, we can review the rest of bird D&D. Let's see if I can find the rest of bird D&D. It would be convenient if I'd put it like in this folder with all of the rest of the things. I did. Good. It is important to note that we also have villains. So is that all on screen? Yes, good. So we've got the Murmuration cult of starlings, and I forget his name, Alejandro something. Captain Alejandro, the macaroni penguin pirate. I let Stream invent some villains. So yeah, and there's an unfinished bitten chicken ranger. And I feel like that's all the bird D&D that we've done so far, I think. Correct me if I am wrong and I've forgotten something. But surely I haven't forgotten any of bird D&D. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. There's Hero and Leon, but there's no pictures. Hero and Leon are just characters I continue to talk about without ever doing anything about. They're like just a thing I bring up that don't really exist. I feel like I have done this wrong. Yeah, that's better and weirder and more like it's supposed to be. So yeah, Hero and Leon are heroes of legend. Hero, the hen who wants to be a Quailodin, and Leon, the gander who wants to be a botanist. I keep threatening. Maybe that'll be Friday tea time this week. Maybe we'll return to the land of bird D&D for a proper, planned out stream adventure. Where we finally find out about Hero and Leon. I mean, technically, I guess kerning the Potoo would be kinda, yeah. Arranging the distance between various bits, fixing my own anatomy choices. There is not yet a kookaburra in bird D&D. Only a bin chicken. and the bin chicken. Yeah, some days we have real big chat tangents, and the bin chicken comes from the Great Cheese Fire story. It was a and then cheese weaponry. It was a weird chat tangent that day. We covered a significant amount of food-based disasters. Oh, I do like kiwi. Kiwi are just that feels like too much of a kiwi are just like they're just like circles. They're like circles with with fluff. Harmless little fluff circles. But yeah, I mean, birds are just in general fun and weird and varied. You know, strange shapes. Oh, we did a stream where I just sketched weird birds. We did secretary birds and cassowaries, which every time I Google cassowary, Google is like, "Would you like to know how many people have been killed by cassowary?" Like it's a non-zero number. Apparently so. So murder birds. A lot of cassowary fatalities in the world. It turns out, for some reason. I feel like we had the cassowary as a barbarian class maybe. Um, but yeah, essentially what you have to do is create the character to convince me. Um, because what had happened was, um, I was making ceramic quail, and we were talking about bird classes in D&D. So we were giving them classes. I forget why, possibly because we wanted to come up with something to do with the quail. Anyway, someone said Potoo Bard. I think it was Hannah. I think Hannah may have invented the Potoo Bard. Anyway, I died laughing, and uh and had to do it. I had to do it. So that is how that happened. I just gonna look up baby baby Potoo. Just oh my goodness. Just, oh oh this is weirdly perfect. Let's just bring that let's bring that into the world. Okay. Uh, there we go. So yeah, anyway, basically if you convince me to do a bird D&D character, you have to make it good. Um, to make it specific too. Okay, hang on. I have found what amounts to a circle with a mouth when I looked up when I looked up baby Potoo, what I found was basically the best baby bird that has ever existed. It's just fluff all over, and this face. Just the most hilarious looking little thing. Like fully adult Potoo face on a cotton ball. Oh yeah, any wading bird babies are hilarious. Just gonna leave that here in the corner. That's a pretty good number. So the last 10 minutes. Oh, let's see. A fluffy Pac-Man. An Emperor Penguin Warlock. A Kakapo Druid. Like that one. I'm going to look up kiwis and draw some kiwis, I think. Kiwi bird, not kiwi fruit. Thanks, internet. Just, to get some. Oh, their legs are weird. Kiwis have weird legs, you guys. I wasn't really aware of how unbird-like they actually are. They're sort of not quite birds. It's very odd. Let's grab some reference images here. Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby. They're such odd little creatures. Okay. That'll do. A dark elf is not a class. It's just a Canadian goose. It's you have to give it a class. Technically, Canada Goose would be a race, I guess. Yay for good timing and dosage management for meds. So right now the classes that we have are Paladin, Ranger, and Bard. And we have suggestions for Barbarian. I keep wanting to make a Western J rogue. So, okay, let's just talk about something. Let's talk about the reason that I'm telling you that Kiwi are weird. Is because they've got short, thick legs. They're like half of a mammal. It's a very odd. It's a very odd shape. That is the wrong angle for the bill. So yeah, yeah, Canada Goose Barbarian. Look, they're just fiercely protective of their own. Just don't mess with the geese. Don't be a jerk. They thrive on mutual respect and you know, personal space. So yeah, kiwi, and they've got like tiny little eyes, and like whiskers for some reason. Kiwi are weird. I had not previously taken a really good close look at kiwi, it turns out. And they are some strange critters. Do they even, I guess they must have wings like here? It's unclear. They've definitely got like you can definitely see like their hip kind of structure. I guess the wings are kind of here. I don't know. Anyway, they they've got particularly chunky, scaly little thick legs and floof. Hello, they might be scientists. You've come in time for me to talk about how kiwi are weird. You've joined in the last few minutes before I start hosting Hannah. Um, and you can hear me talk about how I had not previously looked at kiwi up close, and they are super strange. Just super, super strange. I was unprepared for how actually odd the shape of kiwi is. Oh yeah. Fluff Potoo is now looking at this kiwi with a lot of consternation, it turns out. It's things have happened. We don't really need to see that hip shape. I just wanted it in there for my own clarification. So yeah, kiwi are weird. Weirder than Potoo, which is quite an achievement, frankly. They're yeah, hang on. I have a reference image of one, sort of from the front, which is even weirder. They're the guinea pigs of birds reproductively, at least. Well, that's quite a thing. Um, we'll just make this like a closer thing. Let's see. So yeah, from the front, it's a very sort of round. It's all round. And gonna kind of look into the side here. They have kind of like politely dull bills actually. Not sharp at all. there's very little intimidating about the kiwi, it turns out. See you later, Rcraft. Have a good, I think morning. I'm unclear. I'm unclear on whether it's night or morning for you. Oh, thank you. They might be scientists. I've learned something weird today. Kiwi have giant eggs relative to body size, and guinea pigs have giant babies relative to body size. A thing that I'd never really thought about before, but now that I'm picturing guinea pig babies, yeah, they totally do. They have like weirdly large babies. Huh. Well, the things we learn. The things we learn in stream. So we're gonna wrap this up quick and then go while I try and figure out how to host Hannah. Fun fact: I still don't know how Twitch works. I don't. I'll figure it out, and then we'll host Hannah, who's gonna stream more sketches. Probably not of Kiwi, but I don't know. You could probably ask. Could probably make that happen. Anyway, Kiwi are weird. I'm gonna save this image for the first time in the last forever. Here's my desktop, everyone. I'm too lazy to move this to another screen. Just gonna go through all of my folders. We're gonna call it Potoo. Fun. Because sure, I can rename it later when I have some better idea of what's going on. Yeah, no one reminded me to save. No one reminded me to save. Disaster could have struck. So this is what's happened. This is what we've done in the last while. We've learned that Kiwi are weirder than Potoo, a thing that I would have said was impossible. We will be hosting in a moment. We'll switch to hosting Hannah's stream, where she's going to be doing some sketches. But because it's been asked for, I shall find a reference quail. But what kind of quail? What kind of quail indeed? I had some cotton top quail, but I don't know where I've put them in my reference folders. So we're gonna have a regular old domestic quail. I don't know what Hannah will be doing. But I think she said possibly requests. So there's potential for quail. I don't know. This quail is standing up very straight, and I'm not sure why. It's an alert quail. So we have a quail. Its legs are weird. Set too far forward. Just gonna make them go away. They're gone forever. It's a legless quail. Ooh, I like necromancer quail or necromancer bird. Guys, consider necromancer birds. I think we're gonna bird D&D for Friday tea time. I think we're going back to one of my favorites. Legs are still wrong. So weird. I think I've just tried to rush this quail. The whole quail has to go. Necromancer. Necromancer chicken, necromancer secretary bird. I mean, there's so many. There's like appropriate for necromancy, and then there's funny, and either kind of works. Like a rooster necromancer is funny, but you know, a secretary bird necromancer would, you know, murder things and then bring them back to life to do its bidding. Oh, this is a nicer quail. I fixed it. I made a much more reasonable looking quail. We'll fix that leg later. It's fine. There. Good. A quail. Ooh, necromancer harpy eagle. I like that. Remember that, chat? Necromancer harpy eagle. A necromancer vulture. Although, are you then hurting your food supply? That has potential to be a problem. Necromancer showgirl chicken. Oh no, I'm just a necromancer. Oh, what are they? The silky, a necromancer silky chicken. Necromancer condor. So yeah, bird D&D on Friday is what we'll be doing. I'm gonna sign off for now and host Hannah. If you want to join me, I mean, I guess we could raid Hannah. Do we know how raiding works? I say that I don't know how raiding works. I'm gonna go to creator dashboard and see if I can figure it out. I'm gonna raid Hannah. I'm starting the raid. It's happening. I don't know what that means for anyone. But I assume that's the thing we've done. We're gonna raid in 5 seconds is what's happening, according to this thing that is on my screen. We're gonna raid now. Off we go.